The Stimson Graves building, originally known as the Knights of Columbus Block, is located at 12 Stowe Street on a prominent corner lot in the heart of downtown Waterbury. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, the property is a contributing resource in the Waterbury Village Historic District. Built in 1875, the three-story Italianate-style mixed-use commercial block was restored in 1993 by the volunteer citizens group Revitalizing Waterbury, after preventing a proposed demolition of the long-vacant, derelict building. The condition of the building was so distressed that some historic elements had to be recreated from old photographs. Since 1993, the building has been the home of 14 Waterbury seniors, as well as the Waterbury Senior Center, and until recently, an antique shop. Stimson Graves also serves as a hub office for SASH, a wellness support program for older Vermonters and disabled adults, of which Downstreet is the administrator for Central Vermont. To ensure the long-term viability of the historic structure, in 2009, Revitalizing Waterbury gave ownership of the building to Downstreet, a private nonprofit community organization seeking to deliver social justice and collective vitality through the preservation and creation of affordable, supportive housing in central Vermont. Shortly after the transfer of ownership, the Stimson Graves building became the first historic building in the state to access federal funds to significantly improve a building's energy efficiency. This helped to maintain the property for 26 years without a substantial reinvestment of funds. Now, in 2020, Downstreet once again has accessed federal and state resources to make significant upgrades to the building. As a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, rehabilitation of the building was paused in March to ensure the safety of residents, staff, and the construction team. In mid-June, work resumed with new health and safety protocols in place, and we are thrilled to share that the project is now complete. The scope of work was focused on resident safety, resident quality of life, and energy efficiencies. To improve energy efficiency, we installed new windows and upgraded the heating system. In addition to significant interior upgrades, we addressed some safety concerns through the creation of safe access to the residential units and to the trash and recycling dumpsters. The building also received a new coat of paint on the exterior to reflect the care taken to restore the inside.
Downstreet can only do what we do because we partner with so many wonderful organizations that believe everyone deserves a home and that there is power in community. These partners include nonprofits, local businesses, municipalities, and state and federal funding agencies. For the Stimson Graves building, I want to share my deep gratitude and appreciation to the following partners. Our architect, Steve Schenker, our contractor team of Naylor and Green. The team includes Tana Romano, Kim Levins, Jason Clement, and Ron Bruce. Sue Gemelli, our historic consultant, and David Pride, our development consultant. Because this project was an occupied rehab project, we also needed a strong team from property management to ensure that the residents were informed, safe, and well cared for during the construction. Property management, led by Liz Genge and her team at Stimson Graves, which includes Neil Smith, Jack Leonard, and Kenneth Retho, did an amazing job supporting our residents. I also want to thank the Washington Area Senior Center for their support and patience during construction. So much appreciation to the town of Waterbury and manager Bill Shuplick for their support and strong partnership. Funding for this project came from the Vermont Housing and Conservation Board, the Vermont Housing Finance Agency, and NeighborWorks America. Our tax credit partner and local go-to bank, the Northfield Savings Bank, stepped up to purchase the credits. Thank you all for your support of important community projects like this one.
On behalf of the Housing and Conservation Board, I want to say great thanks to Downstreet Housing and Community Development for your outstanding work and service across the Waterbury community. Some years ago, we worked with you when you did a great restoration of the old seminary building up in the center. More recently, we worked with you on South Main Apartments. And today, we're glad that you've taken on your stewardship obligations with a big investment in Stimson Graves. This building was the catalyst for so much in Waterbury. It was started by a group called Revitalizing Waterbury, led by a woman, the late Kathy Odell, and a number of other folks at a time that Stowe Street in Waterbury, except for WDEV and a bookstore, was virtually empty. But they had a great vision about what the community could and would be, and it started with the restoration of Stimson Graves, which has been home since the early 90s to 14 seniors, the senior center, and lots of great community activity. We want to thank you for your continued involvement in this building, for making it more energy efficient, for bringing it to modern standards, and for taking great care of the folks who live there with wonderful services such as the SASH program. We look forward to doing more with Down Street and the Waterbury community in the near future. And thanks for the opportunity to be your partner.
Hi, I'm Maura Collins with the Vermont Housing Finance Agency. We provided state and federal tax credits to this project. And I wanted to share my appreciation and gratitude for everyone who worked and lived through this latest redevelopment of Stimson and Graves. I want to thank Down Street Housing and Community Development for their perseverance, especially amid the pandemic, to get this project done. I want to thank the SASH program for providing the long-term supports to the communities so people can live independently in this property. And I really want to thank the current residents who lived through all the construction and rehabilitation that made this property so much more energy efficient and of better quality well into the future. So thank you, congratulations, and I look forward to coming to visit soon.
Successful projects like this rehabilitation of Stimson and Graves depend on a great project team and a great team leader. With Stimson and Graves, we had both a great team, as I mentioned above, and we had a great leader in Nicola Anderson, Down Street's Associate Director of Real Estate Development. I can't thank Nicola enough for her steady hand on the helm, keeping this project going through all kinds of unanticipated ways. So thank you to the entire team for ensuring Down Street can continue to steward this important community asset for many years to come.
Providing affordable homes and preserving historic places are of critical importance to our rural downtowns in Vermont. The completion of this work in Waterbury will ensure that the Stimson and Graves building will continue to be a strong contributor to the vibrant downtown ecosystem. All of us at Down Street look forward to continuing to serve the needs of all residents in Waterbury and across central Vermont.